Disruption begins inside your head. Every belief you hold is a program running quietly in the background, shaping your behavior. If that program says, "I'm not good enough," you'll self-sabotage the moment progress appears. If it says, "I can't afford to fail," you'll never take the risks that lead to greatness. But if it says everything is figure-out-able, you become unstoppable. When I speak to young entrepreneurs, they always ask, "What's the one skill I need to master to succeed?" They expect me to say coding or marketing or finance. But I tell them the truth. The most valuable skill you can develop is resilience. Because no matter how brilliant your idea, the world will test it, and you with it. Every disruptor, every innovator, every visionary faces resistance. The greater your vision, the greater the resistance. But resistance isn't a sign to stop. It's a sign you're moving in the right direction. If the road feels easy, it's probably crowded. The road to greatness is supposed to be uphill. I remember a time when a major deal I had spent months negotiating fell apart overnight. Millions of dollars gone, investors furious, the team demoralized. For a few hours, I let myself spiral. The fear, the doubt, the what-ifs. Then I remembered something I'd learned long ago. Disruption doesn't destroy, it directs. I looked at what had happened and realized the failure wasn't a wall. It was a compass. It was pointing me towards something I hadn't considered. Within weeks, we pivoted. The new strategy not only recovered the losses, but tripled our growth. That's the secret of resilience. It's not about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. Every challenge is an invitation to evolve. Every obstacle carries within it the blueprint of your next breakthrough. But you have to train yourself to look for it. The default human instinct is to avoid pain, to retreat into comfort. But comfort is the enemy of innovation. Growth only happens when you step into the unknown. When you say yes to uncertainty. You want to know why most people never reach their full potential? Because they fear short-term discomfort more than they desire long-term freedom. They trade possibility for predictability. They avoid failure so fiercely that they fail by default. But those who thrive in disruption have learned a simple truth. Pain is the price of progress. Well, the more uncomfortable you're willing to be, the faster you grow. When I talk about personal transformation, people assume I mean reinventing careers or businesses. But the real transformation is internal. It's how you think, how you react, how you choose to perceive reality. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control what it means. That's your power. There's a quote I love, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose. That space, that moment between what happens and how you react, is where freedom lives.